You hit the jackpot.
Can we stop? Can we stop? It's making me unwell. No, you're actually making me unwell. Hey guys, welcome to the Years in Between with me, Loretta Maria.
And me, SE3.
This is a podcast where we talk about our thoughts, feelings and experiences in the years in between.
Before we get started guys, I just want to remind you all to like, share and subscribe on our videos, especially this one. Not to say this one special in particular, but since you're here already, might as well.
Yeah, and the Instagram at
Years in Between.
And the TikTok at
Years in Between Pod.
And your Cinta at
YearsInBetween X.
And me at Loretta Maria _. Thanks guys. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay.
You hit the jackpot.
That's not normal.
Because you're here. You hit the jackpot. And it's thank God that you have like YouTube and stuff that you can watch and interact with other people. I hope you feel like you've met us already if you've not met us before.
Welcome if it's your first time. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday, or you've had a lovely Sunday.
For a good week.
Yeah, setting good pace. Was it good? Setting a good pace to the week, or setting yourself up how you mean to go?
Yeah, that
type stuff. So,
but yeah,
how have you lot been handling this heat wave if you're in the UK?
Yeah, same.
Guys, same. if you remember, if you watched the visual, I had lashes last week.
Oh yeah, and they're off now. What happened, girl?
Hay fever.
Oh my gosh, yeah, her eyes were like so red.
I'll insert a picture of my eyes looked like the other day. If you're listening, go onto the YouTube video and look at it, because guys, it just happened unprovoked. I was going to bed and then
random.
An overwhelming sense of burning happened. Keep in mind, I do suffer really badly with hay fever. Also guys, my
incredible lovely sister,
returning guest,
my cousin, in fact, she just bullied us for 10 minutes talking about how big our foreheads are.
Guys, our foreheads that big, looks inside. She's not doing that. PSA guys, sorry, you'll hear the fan in the background. It's hot as you know here in London, so we need the fan going. You're probably going to hear it in the background, but you know we can't.
Restart from somewhere.
See mics.
Coming soon. Sure, you should near you.
Exactly. Anyway, YJ, Jacinta, Joey, how are you? How's your week been? How's life been treating you?
It's been alright. Just alright. It's been alright.
But anything
just alright. No.
Anything significant like that you want to mention or touch on
this week? So I went back to church on Sunday. Yeah. Even though I was away for like literally 5 days, but to watch church online is not the same as being in person.
It's a whole experience.
It's a whole experience.
All the senses are involved.
Yes. So yeah, I guess that was the most significant thing. Wait, yeah, because it's Saturday. I literally just slept most of the day. Oh, I went to bowling with my brother and his friends and my brothers. It was like cool. I literally got 3 strikes, which is good.
And yeah, cool.
Who's that? Do you want to say how your week was?
Did you not finish your week?
I said alright.
I really want to go and watch Lilo and Stitch in the cinema, the live action. Should we go together? But later on this week, I'm going to the beach with some of the cousins, and I'm looking forward to that, which is going to be exciting. Listen, how was your week?
Mine was good. Let me check my calendar.
Chill, babe.
Because
I also bought a thing to the Afro swing that you said about.
What Afro swing?
Coco.
What?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Guys.
The one that you sent. Coco.
Oh yes. Okay. So it's Afro swing. I call it Afro house. It's like house music, but it's just got an African twist on it. And you know like the guy that literally kind of like Nando's. Yeah. You know the guy that sang this song. Yeah, but he has like other songs.
Oh really?
But it sounds. Oh, you know them.
Yeah.
You like them or not actually?
Yeah. I like
wait, but do you go to concerts like that though?
No.
Okay, first. It's gonna be like Coco's a converted.
Oh.
Have you been to it before?
No.
It's a converted like theatre.
Oh.
But it's been there for a time. Anyway, yeah, and we're gonna go see one of the DJs.
Oh, nice.
And I'm so like,
when is this?
July.
End of the month.
Oh,
End of next
nice.
month. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Oh, also, my friend's coming next month. From where she lives, because she doesn't live in this country, and she's coming to visit again, and I'm going to see her. And I'm so excited. One of my best friends, and yeah.
Not me, guys.
Well, you're here. The way you're smiling, you this girl.
But yeah.
Anyway, the rest of your week.
Oh, okay. So, what did I do? So yeah, last week, caught up with some friends.
What did you guys do?
I just worked from her house. Desiree, the one with the dog.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to see her. They're redoing the kitchen. It looks insane.
Wow.
And you know, it's so much like
Coco, I love you.
like I love seeing just like black older women doing things and just being happy. So the mum's like doing that, and she just gets so giddy when she goes into her kitchen.
Oh,
it is
you like that then.
oh, it's so wholesome.
I think that's success.
Listen, I look at her and I'm like, you spent half the year in the Caribbean, you've come back, spent a week, like 2 weeks in Hong Kong, you've come back, and
She retired.
No, she's not even 60 yet. She's working, like she is in her prime. So yeah, so now she's redoing her kitchen. Oh well, yes, I did some cooking with my friends. We did like fried chicken, but used like these Jamaican seasoning in the powder. Oh, it was so good. Like, I was shocked.
Jamaicans can cook.
Literally.
My cousin went to Fit Down Music. She loved it.
How was Carnival in Paris though?
Yeah,
It looked like it. It looked too much.
Yeah.
It literally is a music
Look like
party, so it
sardines.
makes sense.
It's a packet of sardines.
Can I get in? Can I come out? Mama.
Naruto has questions for us.
Very random would you rather questions that I
Go
saw
on.
on socials that I wanted to ask you.
Throw them. Listening.
They're literally 2 questions. There's nothing too crazy. The girl, I'll put up what like her Instagram is keeping up with Kyra_1, and
The
she has
cooking
like
girl.
not cooking with
Oh.
Kyra. Isn't it cooking with Kyla?
Oh.
Tyra, I don't know.
There's
But
not Kai's, Kyra.
this one's
Kyla.
British. That girl's American. But yeah, so
Kyla.
she was saying, would you
Kyla.
rather have
Kyla.
wet socks that you can only take off at like 10 p.m. or always have like the popcorn bits in your teeth?
Oh. Popcorn bits.
Wet socks.
No, I
Wet socks
can't.
for me too.
Well, I can't do. No. I don't like my feet wet.
No.
But would you rather have the popcorn bits in your teeth? You're like, and then people see that and they're like, ugh, dirty.
But
But
no, I'll be like constantly. Oh, sorry,
But-
I ate popcorn earlier.
every time someone sees you, it's as if like what you work with them all the time, popcorn in your teeth
But am I
every
having
day.
popcorn in my teeth until 10 p.m.?
Yeah, both of them till 10 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah, and popcorn in my teeth.
I don't know. Let me see
I
if
should
there's
actually
popcorn
popcorn teeth in, yeah, because I can numb the popcorn
Maybe-
teeth with my
Yeah.
teeth from cleaning.
Yeah,
But
you can
wet
only wear wet socks, so every day you have to wear trainers, and your socks have to be wet, and you
Every
can only
day.
take them off at 10 p.m. at night. So once you wake up, you have to obviously get ready and put the wet socks on, or it feels like you know them popcorn things and they get stuck in your teeth. It feels like that's always in your teeth every day
Always.
of your life. Which one?
The popcorn. I can't do wet socks.
So, as in you can relieve yourself of the wet socks at 10 p.m.
I can't do wet socks.
So even when you're sleeping, rub your
I'll brush
tongue.
hard. I can't do.
But they're
wet
not coming
socks.
out. They're still dead there.
I can't. She said, you feel as if it's there. So I'll train my mind and tell myself it's not there. If it's for the rest of my life.
When you look in the mirror and it's there.
No,
You
she
take
said.
pictures, you smile, can't smile. You don't know.
My smile without my teeth is fine.
Yeah. Okay, fairs. Which would you rather, sweaty armpits or bad breath?
Oh,
Sweaty armpits.
Sweaty armpits.
Yeah.
But it's like sweat everywhere. So let me just play for
Okay
you.
guys, would you rather sweaty armpits, yeah, for the rest of your life, so anything you wear, you sweat, and it's wet patches, anything's top, dress, jumper, shirt, uniform, anything you're wearing is sweaty, or bad breath, like your breath's
Sweaty armpits.
like
I'm basically
Yeah.
experiencing that. I was experiencing that when I was walking here.
But like huge patches.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'd rather sweaty armpits. So bad breath
Yeah,
is
I
like
can't do bad breath.
it's
Can't do
offensive
bad
to me
breath,
and
yeah.
offensive to
Oh,
others. Like everyone's
imagine.
getting
Yeah.
offended.
Would you rather plaque on your teeth, yeah, or your nail bed so brown, so dirty that every time you wash it, it doesn't come off anytime you wash it? Like, what would you rather?
Plaque, because I feel like plaque, you can only see it when you come up close. But nails, anytime you put your hand down,
Listening.
plaque on your teeth or brown nails forever. Like brown, dirty looking nails.
Brown nails. Girls even get the henna thing to make it look brown.
That looks fine.
No,
Yeah.
not
dirty
brown.
is it
Yeah.
like dirty looking nails? Like you've
But
got.
plaque in my, I'm telling you, nothing is going to be in my mouth. Plaque. Do you understand that could literally lead to diseases? But let me have a brown nail. Cool, I'll just fling it off.
No,
Like,
you
I don't
can't.
care. And then first, I'll paint over it and forget about it.
You can't.
No, I will, but plaque, like,
And they're smelly too.
I'm a very.
that's fine. And you think plaque is not smelly?
Yeah, plaque's smelly.
Have you not had veneer teeth because the plaque builds up?
Oh, stop! It's actually making me sick.
Oh, have you
making
guys
me
got a
unwell.
tonsil before?
Can we stop? Can we stop? It's making me unwell.
Unfortunately,
No, you're actually making me unwell.
As you guys may know or not know, we have stopped reading. we have stopped reading Open Water. So yeah, we're not reading the book at the moment, but that will resume very quickly once
With a new book,
yeah, with a new book. So yeah, today's topic is actually about friendship. Well, friendship/loneliness.
So, I'm actually really uncomfortable from that conversation. I feel like I'm gonna vomit.
But I can't share my experience.
No.
How have you navigated your friendship dynamics from changing from secondary school to uni to adulthood? And has there been a change? Like,
I've sort of just gone with the flow, really. Like, my closest friends I've had for like years. Like, my oldest friend I've had since I was like 3 or 4. And then the others I've had from like teenage years that I've like kept close to this point. Whereas like other people that I met like along the way, like I'm still, I guess, still friends with them, but it's not like as strong as it was per se, like when we were in school and we were like constantly in each other's presence.
yeah, school really like helps. Yeah, helps glue friendships.
Yeah.
Because when you leave school and it's like it's up to your personal efforts to maintain that friendship. Yeah, school really did that.
And the thing is, I wouldn't say that it was because of my lack of effort per se. Some of them I feel like it was sort of like an organic drift that happens sometimes when growing up, but others I feel like there was effort, but the effort may have not been reciprocated. And one thing about me is that I'm not gonna beg for somebody, like,
you're not,
if there's no
when
reciprocation,
when
like,
you're not appreciated, you're not gonna.
it's just sort of like, okay, we can just be like friends but from a distance, rather than what we had considered. It's because of like in consideration of what we had while we were at school. It's just sort of like, oh, but
how would you?
what about yourself?
Yeah, so I have had friendships that have like broken up, because I think natural drifting in life, but also just changing in maturity.
When do you feel most lonely?
I haven't felt lonely in a minute.
Okay.
Because I've got a lot of family and friends
Yeah.
that are like in my life. I haven't been allowed to, like, there's only small like moments, but I don't feel lonely at all.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that's
I
different.
I have been alone for quite a while, and I do like my alone time in my room, but I've never felt
Lonely.
lonely.
That's true. Being alone but not lonely. That's very
Yeah.
true.
Because I got the Holy Spirit with me.
Amen.
Oh no, I disagree, like, wholeheartedly.
Oh.
Yeah, because I realise I like being with people for sure, but then I get overstimulated. I'm like, I just want to go home,
and then you get quiet.
and then I'll get quiet, and then I'm like, okay, I feel lonely again, and then it's just like a vicious cycle.
Also, I feel like you're a mixture of extroversion and introversion.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
heavy on the
ambivert.
I just reach
extroversion.
this-
But
Let's get
I've got a
ambivert,
question
yeah.
though. You do solo traveling, so you will be alone for like quite a while.
But you
So
talk
how
with
do you-
so many people, and
So
there's
when-
no expectations with these guys.
Do you get overstimulated by them?
Very easily.
But
That's
she
why
handles
it's
it
so
well, you wouldn't
comfortable just
notice.
walking away and doing my own thing. Because you're solo traveling.
Fairs.
Yeah.
But okay, like dealing with the loneliness side,
Yeah.
how would one? Like,
Like,
what
I'll
would you
just read
advise someone?
books.
That's what I was
Or
gonna
like,
say.
I listen to podcasts, or like I go to the gym.
But like,
or I eat food.
feeling lonely.
Yeah.
Is that because you miss companionship from a significant other?
More that, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but within yourself, are you
Within my-
comfortable being alone?
Of course.
I was about to say, I
don't
think
know
you
how
are. I
people
really do think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Like within myself, yeah, of
Okay,
course.
fine.
If I wasn't, that'd be a very sad story. But I remember, like, when I had the heartbreak, I thought I wasn't comfortable with myself for a long
That's
time.
yeah. That
But that was
was
because you had
there.
a long time of being with
Yeah,
someone.
That
yeah.
was me as
That
well.
one was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adjusting to being
Oh.
with someone
I
24. I know I
know.
didn't live with them, but
But still.
yeah, seeing them
All the
almost
time.
every other
Was
day.
it the same length as mine?
3-4 years.
Yeah, roughly the same
Yeah.
length, yeah.
And then to not having any sort of communication
It's crazy.
at all.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Adjusting was hard.
Yeah.
And then I guess also you'd see them at certain events, so it's also like you almost get like a physical flashback. Because of their presence.
Oh,
so side note, I've remembered there's points where I do feel lonely when I'm when I would do certain trips in my car by myself. I'd have to have the podcast playing, because when you said podcast, I would have to have a podcast playing.
So you feel like there's other voices?
Not even other voices, but it's just like, so I guess would be hyper aware of the fact that I'm like by myself. But then like when I'd get into London, for example, I'd be fine because of the bustlingness of London, but because there's so much M-way, it would just be like, oh, you know. So especially if I'd be driving in the early hours of the morning, or you know, that would feel like, whoa, like I need a voice there to just feel like I'm not by myself. So I guess in that moment it's more alone, being scared to be alone versus lonely. But when I'm in my room, in my space, I'm good.
The other day I was making myself laugh, like I was cackling.
What does meaningful friendship look like to you?
A meaningful friendship is a friendship that is based off the foundation of love, one that you're able to grow together. No judgment, of course, is involved.
But healthy criticism, I do think.
Yeah, constructive criticism.
And like you're saying, allowing for the space to grow and not expecting, because in the same way we've had friends from when we were young to now, but it's like we're still just as close to them because even in their points of growth we accepted them for their changes and you know allowed for the
loyalty within the friendship,
understanding and feeling understood,
being felt, seen and heard. Yeah, what about you?
I get easily like annoyed, but that's just like a me thing. So it's like
I think it might be the older sister in you.
I think like like no one, like I say this all the time to Loretto, no one makes me belly laugh, but I just think my banter's quite crude. So it's like some of them make me laugh. I hate Loretto, but like
different friends bring different like values or different qualities to the friendship.
Yeah,
some people can be a funny friend, some people can be the emotional one, some people can be the stern one.
Yeah, but then you know me, I always think life isn't that serious, so I don't think I'm that.
I just love laughing, to be fair.
That's the thing, like like that's why like women at work makes me belly laugh. But we barely laugh about bad things. Her banter's quite bad, like mine, so it's nice. But yeah. Okay. Oh, do you find it easy or hard to make new friends as an adult?
I actually had this conversation with my friends in Tenerife. They actually said to me that I said to them, I think I'm very sociable. And they were like, you are sociable, but you're also not at the same time. I was like, interesting, because they see how I interact from an outside perspective, but I thought that I interact very like socially and differently. So making friends, I think, I can be very welcoming and sociable, but I think creating that friendship that would be like long lasting is probably quite hard. Unless I get on with you like that and I feel like there's no awkward tension or awkwardness, like from the very first interaction we're just like hitting it off. I think that's when I make friendships easy.
That's good. I feel like I'm similar in the way, like making new friends now, I feel like I hit it off well with people and like I can bounce off people because I'm like, not like I'm performing, but it's like I'm consciously telling myself like okay, we're going to talk to people, we're going to interact with people, but like Jacinta said, to then like maintain that friendship, and that's not to say from like a lack of whatever, like doing what it needs to take to have a friendship. It's like I don't know if I've seen them enough or I don't know how to word it. It's just sort of like
it's kind of a knowing, like
like work friends, for example. Like I could have work friends and then when we're at work we can kiki, we can da-da-da-da. But like I don't know, to then take that friendship
call you, text you outside of work.
Yeah, because
I think knowing the boundary of that friendship, but also
but
like
the boundary, I just feel like it's never felt like organically happened. I want it to happen organically rather than feel like by force.
Yeah, me too. I think I've learned how to separate friends with acquaintances. Not everybody's a friend, and I'm understanding the weight in the word friendship.
It actually does carry a lot of weight.
It does.
A friend, and I feel like I've seen on social media a lot of the times, some people will be complaining about certain things about friendship, but then a lot of people in the comments or other people will be making videos saying that really and truly that is what a friendship is, the way you show up for your friends, or the way you like are there for your friends, or just do certain things that you would do because that's what's expected of in a friendship. Whereas I guess some people would then perceive that as being like they're in a relationship with that person, like a romantic relationship, but that's not necessarily the case. I feel like some aspects can feel like it's blurred between a friendship and like more than a friendship, obviously like not in that way, but
yeah,
there's a lot of similarities that exist, because really and truly, like many people know, a friendship breakup is a lot worse than a romantic relationship breakup.
Jesus says in the Bible, a friend is one that lays down his life for another. So if that's the kind of weight behind a friend, you can't call everyone your friend. Also says in Proverbs, a friend is loyal but a brother is there during adversities. So I think for them to coexist in the same sentence, we know that a friend is always loyal, and despite ups and downs, they're always going to be there. So again, if you review your friends and they're not in par with that, maybe they're not your friend and they're your acquaintance.
That's true.
Do you prefer to be alone, or do you wish you had more connections?
I'm an introvert, so a lot of times my social battery like drains out a lot, so having more connections would require a lot of social activity, so it may be, but then I would want connections of like substance. Those type of connections of substance never, to me anyway, aren't ever draining. They always feel like they're fulfilling in some sense. I feel like both people in that connection are getting energized rather than depleted. Like you.
I like to be alone.
I hear it.
What's something you wish more people understood about you?
That I'm sensitive.
What do you mean, like, in the sense of they can't take the piss out of you because you'll get annoyed, or is it like...
No, I think I'm quite good with like piss taking and banter.
Okay, cool.
But I think it's more so in like probably things that you probably see as less serious. I take serious.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know.
For me, it's cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Hygiene.
That one.
I think everyone should take hygiene very serious.
Yeah, of course. But sensitive in terms of, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. Yeah, I think more so, I don't know. Let's say you came into my room and then I see you look at my bed in a certain way, but you don't say anything. Oh, I'm going to get upset.
Okay, first. Okay.
I just think of you slightly crying in the corner like someone like... Now I'm thinking of younger you though, like just you thinking like, just sit silently, you
like,
just
okay,
cry.
Fairs, like she thinks my bed's dirty and then she thinks I'm dirty, like, yeah. What about you?
What was the question again? Something you wish more people understood about you?
I feel like I've said it 50 times, I feel like you guys know this about me, but even, I don't know, maybe when you see me on here, that like, I'm really truly a shy person, like, I'm like, my sister can vouch for me, like, I don't want to say the A word, but...
What do you mean A word?
Anxiety. Like...
Don't say it.
It's actually so bad, but I've like learned to live with being shy and like putting myself out there, and it's actually so bad. It's so bad, but you know.
Do you have to what would be the correct term, like big yourself up before you have to interact with people? Like what level of shyness?
You know what, I wouldn't say. It depends on the context of meeting people. Like if I'm meeting people at work, because I know it's in a work setting, I may feel a bit like shy about it, but like I feel like it comes a lot more easier because I know the context in which I'm in, versus if it was more like a social setting where there's like new people, like a bunch of people that know each other and I like don't know them, or like going on the underground where it's like full of people, or not even full of people, like I don't know, like the lights on the underground, it's just the way my heart starts racing.
Really?
It's crazy. Like I try to like sing songs in my head that I know all the lyrics of so I can distract myself, but sometimes it don't work, so
wow.
Yeah, but like that's something that like I deal with, but it shows more in different contexts. In certain contexts, like with family, or sometimes with family I might get shy, but not really. But like work or family, not so much. But in other social settings, yeah.
How often do you take initiative in friendships?
I can do that.
Oh, okay, first you're saying.
I can definitely do that.
I feel like I do it like a fair amount, to be fair. So,
I'll say you do.
yeah, that's it, guys. Nothing too crazy. We need to come next week with a book, and we will come next week with a book. We just need to decide. There's so many options we need to pick from, and we don't want to like end up in the same situation where like we don't finish through.
Did you end up finishing it?
No, this week I couldn't see hay fever in the daytime. I couldn't see, so I was popping the phenylphexidine, spexnophenadine, not fexofenadine. I was popping that and the ones that make you drowsy, because I actually just had to sleep away the pain and the suffering and the torture. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed.
Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as we said earlier. I hope you subscribed by now.
For our audio listeners,
please don't forget to
give us
5 stars.
And leave us a cheeky review. Doesn't hurt no one. And yeah, don't forget to follow us at YearsInBetween on Instagram, and
at YearsInBetween pod on TikTok.
And don't forget to follow Jacinta at
Jacinta Jerry X,
and me at Loretta Maria _ Okay guys, we'll see you next time.
Ciao.